Sup guys, me Z Chunster, completed there, back in the video. Yay! I currently have a video that's pending right now, that's like editing and everything. So, that video will be coming out hopefully today. I recorded it yesterday. It took me all day to record yesterday. But hopefully that video will be coming out today. Because wasn't able to upload it yesterday. And also the one video that I did upload that was like 14 seconds long, that was like National Anime Day, that's why I titled it. It's like almost 100 views. Why? I mean, I have over 600 subscribers, but I never get that many views on, especially a video that's like 14 seconds long. But anyways, today we're reacting to Share My Story, my BFF. I always think that's his boyfriend. Left me know after she died. Yeah, because, we're a reaction channel now. Not really, but we are for this week's videos, because someone hurt their hand while gaming. Guess that's how you know I'm a true gamer girl. I have no idea how I hurt my hand gaming, but it just happened because that's all I've been doing this entire quarantine is cosplaying and gaming. That's pretty much it. I have been working on my novel every now and then, but not a crazy lot. Anyways, let's just get into the video. Quarantine life, man. Heartbreaks. What is with this intro? Tell your story, share your views. Oh God, it's your time. Get over tough times. Motivate and get motivated. Lose your something. Keep going. Real life stories. Yeah, sure, they're real. You can't see it right now, but I'm doing air quotes.
I was talking to Lily in the school hall when Camila, the most popular girl at school, approached us and said, "Here is the daughter of the school's monster. No wonder no one wants to be your friend." Everyone started looking at Lily. Her face turned bright red. She was embarrassed. People waited for her to respond.
Already I have to ask, what is going on and why is it so intense already?
But it was like her tongue was tied. Lily's mother, Mrs. Jane, was the math teacher at our high school. She was harsh, strict, reputation of intentionally failing students, and none of the students liked her. Lily has been suffering from these kinds of comments from the moment we got into high school. She was paying a price for something she had nothing to do with. I looked at Lily. She was shaking, so I turned to Camila and said furiously, "Watch your mouth, Camila. Go away before I record everything." Camila laughed sinisterly and went on her way. Lily smiled awkwardly at me and said, "Don't worry, Matthew. I'm fine. I'm just going to my English class. See you later." I could tell that she was not fine, but
Okay.
I didn't want to make matters worse, so I smiled back and said,
Poor
"Yeah,
girl.
sure. Just don't get any smarter. I can't keep up with that brain of yours." Lily laughed. She went to her class, and I went to my football practice.
She's gonna kill herself.
Lily and I are
Look at the title. Bully. She's gonna kill herself, isn't she? I'm calling it now. She's gonna kill herself, isn't she? I mean, YouTube, we gotta be YouTube friendly here. I mean, she's going to KYS. Or KHS. You guys know what I mean. We gotta be YouTube friendly here. We can't use those words.
childhood best friends. Our parents were neighbors first, then they became close friends. And that's how Lily and I became inseparable. We did everything together, going to school, sneaking out of the house at night to go to parties, and picking each other's outfits for special occasions. When I broke my leg during summer vacation and couldn't get out of bed, Lily stayed by me to watch movies and play board games so I didn't get bored fast. And when her parents got divorced, Lily came and cried over my shoulder. In short, all my childhood memories involved Lily in one way or another. Everything was going well until we got to high school.
He's gonna develop feelings for her too. That might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm telling you, she's gonna KYS. Or KMS. KHS. You know what I mean. And he's developing feelings for her. I don't know, okay? I'm not a reaction channel. It is extremely hard to commentate over a video. Okay, I'm not a reaction channel.
Knew that she's Mrs. Jane's daughter. They started picking up to high school.
I'm only doing this because I need to upload videos and I can't play video games. So
childhood memories involved Lily in one way or another. Everything was going well until we got to high school. The moment the students knew that she's Mrs. Jane's daughter, they started picking on her. At first, Lily didn't care, but then it got worse. The comments became meaner and meaner. I asked her once, can't your mom do something about it? I mean, she's a close friend to the principal, and what about moving schools? Lily let out a heavy sigh and said, Mom's got enough problems on her shoulders. You know, she's working 2 jobs to provide for Ronan and I. Moving to another school would be expensive. She would have to get a babysitter to take care of Ronan after school if I arrive late. We can't afford that. And that's why Lily had to deal with it. I was her only friend. I would keep mean girls like Camilla off, but most of the time, she would be alone. And how shall I put it? She does not exactly have a strong personality. She gets scared easily. Things were going that way until Lily was not herself anymore. She started acting strangely. One afternoon, I went to Lily's house to work on a school project, but Lily didn't answer the door. I called her, but her phone was off. I sent her a message through Instagram and her other social media accounts, but she didn't even open them. I started to worry. What happened to her? The next day, I went to school looking for her. After going to all the places she usually spends time at, I finally found her having lunch on one of the benches outside. I called her. Hey, Lily, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Lily was terrified when she saw me. She grabbed her things nervously and ran away without saying a word. She even left her half-eaten sandwich on the bench. I was confused. What was going on here? I followed her while calling her out. Wait, Lily, wait! But she kept walking until she got to the girls' bathroom. I stopped. I couldn't follow her in there. I waited for her, but she didn't come out. What the hell was that about? I couldn't stay next to the girls' bathroom. Students would think I was a creep of some kind. That day, I went home feeling pissed. What did I do to her?
Hey, dude!
I also couldn't sleep that night thinking...
Dude, I'm gonna give you one more warning. This is a family-friendly channel here. And I don't have the budget to edit swearing. So could you do me a favor and watch your profanity there, my dude? Thank you. Very much obliged.
About Lily. Something serious must have happened. Otherwise, she wouldn't have acted that way. But the more I tried to figure it out, the more I got shut down by her and others. I talked to her mom and told her to ask Lily to talk to me. But she told me that if that was Lily's wish, then I should respect it. I heard the same thing from her friend Kate. I asked her brother Ronan about her.
Didn't you say you were her only friend? What friend? Who is this Kate person?
But he didn't know anything about it. So eventually, I stopped chasing her. If she decided that our friendship was over, then so be it. I was not going to make any effort anymore. What hurt me the most, though, was that she stopped looking at me. Whenever our eyes met at school, she looked the other way like she hated looking at me. That was infuriating. I thought she forgot all about me. Yet, at our final football game during halftime, I was sitting on the bench to rest and drink some water. And when I looked over, I saw her standing at the stairs looking at me. She was holding her camera, as she always did, taking pictures of me while playing. What does that mean? Our eyes locked. I walked...
Someone's a bit of a shy yandere. They can't accept their yandere ways. If you read my YouTube description, it literally says I'm a weeb talk, okay? I literally just updated it. As of recording this video, I just updated it. My YouTube chat, my about in my YouTube description, whatever. I just updated as of recording this video.
Over to talk to her, but the coach stopped me. Hey, Matthew, where do you think you're going? We're starting in a minute. So I got back to finish the game, and we didn't talk afterwards. Things went the same. I got used to her not being in my life. I noticed that she stopped posting pictures on her social media accounts or writing new blogs, but I just assumed she's taking a break because of what happened at school. My friend Ron came rushing into the...
Dude, I get it. Some people take breaks and everything. But no one that, everything goes on at school. If you guys were such good friends, why did she shut you out like that?
Classroom and screamed, "Hey, Matthew, you need to come see what's happening to Lily." I responded, "Lily and I are no longer friends. I don't care what happens to her." But Ron interrupted me. "Camilla and her friends are coming on her." What the hell is wrong with Camilla?
Poor choice of words.
Why can't she leave Lily alone? You get an exception just because you're the teacher's daughter, huh? How come you get an extension to hand in your assignment? How come you always get A's in math? Cheater! They all started laughing. And when Lily tried to leave, they stood in front of her to block her from going anywhere. Lily started to cry. She couldn't take it anymore. I shouted, "Yo, stupid girls, get off! Don't you have anything better to do with your lives?" "Oh, here comes Prince Charming to save the situation," I heard one of them saying. They split up and Lily and I were left alone. She looked at me and said, "Thank you," and started walking away. But suddenly she put her hands on the wall beside her as she needed something to hold on to. Then she fell. "Lily!" I screamed and went over to her. Lily was unconscious. I held her head in my arms and told Ron to call for help. In a matter of seconds, the principal and 2 other teachers were there. One of them called an ambulance. Then, Lily's mother came screaming, "Get away from her! Get away!" Lily was taken to the hospital. I went with her too, and there I heard the shocking truth that Lily had leukemia. I felt my whole world crashing down. I was about to lose my best friend in the whole world. How am I...
Well, I was wrong. I assumed she was going to oof herself, not from a disease. Okay,
going to live with this? But when I looked over and saw that Mrs. Jane was crying, I remembered that she too was about to lose her daughter. We were both heartbroken, and we were in this together. The doctors told us that she needed to rest. She passed out because she went through tremendous stress, so we sat outside waiting. Hours later, Lily woke up and I went to see her. Her face was pale. She looked exhausted, like she had been working for hours, but she managed to put a smile on her face and say, "I hope I didn't scare the hell out of you." My eyes teared up, but I said, "You can get my attention in some way or another, you know?"
Sweet it is.
She giggled and said, "I'm sorry." I sat beside her bed while she went on explaining that she pushed me away because she didn't want me to get hurt. She wanted me to get used to her absence, so if something were to happen to her, I wouldn't be in so much pain. I forgive you, but that's just stupid. I hugged her and told her that we were going to get through this together, and that's how we got our friendship back. It was my time to repay her for what she did for me when my leg was broken. I tried to spend time as much as I could with her in the hospital. I bought her books, played with her, and tried to do her hair when she was too exhausted to lift her hand. I prayed that she would get her health back. 2 months later, Lily's birthday was coming up. I wanted to do something special for her that would light up her mood. She always wanted to watch a sunrise on the beach, but she didn't get the chance to. So, a day before her birthday, I went to the beach and set up a tent with sleeping bags inside. I got 2 chairs and a small table outside. I also asked Ron's dad to lend me his generator. I bought some ropes with mini lights and decorated the tent with them. It was simple, but so beautiful. I also bought her favorite taco meal, snacks, and drinks. Everything was ready. At midnight, I went to her house feeling super excited about what was about to happen. I wanted to see the look on her face when she saw me standing above her head, and the joy that she was about to experience when she got to witness that magical view. But when I arrived at her house, I saw an ambulance outside. Mrs. Jane and Ronan were standing and crying. I approached them and asked, "What happened?" Mrs. Jane choked when she said, "Lily is no longer with us. She passed away while she was asleep." I couldn't hear what Mrs. Jane was saying next. I saw an ambulance outside. Mrs. Jane and Ronan were standing and crying. I approached them and asked, "What happened?" Mrs. Jane choked when she said, "Lily is no longer with us. She passed away while she was asleep." I couldn't hear what Mrs. Jane was saying next. I felt like someone had punched me in my stomach and an elephant sat on my shoulders. I was so overwhelmed by grief that I couldn't breathe. After the funeral, Mrs. Jane came to me and handed me an envelope. "Lily wanted you to have this." I couldn't get myself to open it. It sat on my table for days before I had the courage to read it. And when I did, I couldn't stop myself from crying uncontrollably. Lily wrote her confessions in that letter. She said that she loved me, and the real reason she pushed me away was because she was afraid that she wouldn't be able to control her feelings around me. She didn't want to start a relationship knowing that she could die any minute. I love you, Matthew. Always have, and always will. 2 years passed. I'll be going to college soon, and I can't...
Aw, I thought he was going to develop feelings for her, but no, she developed feelings for him. Still, I was close. And I was right about her oofing. It was just not her choice.
Can't help but think that if Lily were alive, she would be going with me too. I'll never forget her. I'll always remember the joy she brought to my life. And I'll always cherish our memories together. What do you think of my story? Do you have a childhood friend like Lily? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, dude, no one wants to get a face full of your groin. But, yeah. Okay, no one wants a face full of your groin, my dude. That was the video. That was intriguing. But, anyways, I guess that's the end. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to become a freak. Remember, be yourself, be unique, be a freak, and before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become part of Howard Planet. And, yeah, I always mess up my outro. You guys should be used to this by now. I always mess it up. Let's redo here. Rewind. Okay. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to become a part of Howard Planet and today and become a freak. Remember, be self, be unique, be freak, and before good over to bow down to your amazing queen and create lots of chaos. And to your amazing queen and create lots of chaos. Remember, nothing but anarchy. See you guys next one. Signing out. Bye. Love you. Ugh.